Hello and welcome to Ninjabill Reviews. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Earthspark Deluxe Class Terran Nightshade, and I think this is cool. Now, I watched Dennis's review of this toy, and I was really impressed with how impressed he was with this. So I was like, okay, I'm going to give this a chance, and you know what? I like this bot. I do. I like this bot. If you're a fan of pronouns, it probably closer just to call him robot or bot or something like that, not a he or a her, just bot. So, you know, when I refer to this bot, I mean this bot, because he doesn't, you know, subscribe to our, you know, flesh bag, you know, feelings, so, or you know, gender, so, because he's a robot. Anyway, moving beyond all that, I want to apologize for the sound that you're hearing in the background. That is the HVAC going. It's like really cold here, so, and I can't exactly space this in between unless I shut off the heat, and since I'm not the only person in the house, it wouldn't be fair to others. I'm just gonna have to live with it. Anyway, I do like this guy. I really like this guy. But first, we're gonna take a look at that box and the instructions. I'll set those over there. This is the box. Let me raise my camera some here so we can get a good look at that. Up we go, and this is the box, and you know, a pretty cool box. From the show, you can see various characters from the show. It is a deluxe class. It says authentic Terran Nightshade, Transformers Earthspark. Do like that image going on there. Pretty cool. And he doesn't look exactly like he does from the show. You know, I'll probably maybe add some paint or something to that. But, you know, I like it. Comes, you know, with some spare bits. This thing, I don't care about the Build-A-Figure, honestly. So, you know, I'll show that off in a minute. Transformers there, Autobot symbol there, there's the top, there's the bottom, there's that side with the Build-A-Figure. Again, not interested really in there. Here is the figure here. Oh, go that, just cut off. It'll be back on in a few minutes. Anyway, here is Build-A-Figure, blah, blah, blah. Look, I need to pick her up. This is, and this are recolors of the Cyberverse series toys, so I'm not bothering to pick those up. But I want a Nightshade and I want a Twitch. So above all that, you know, pretty cool. Once again, there's a box art. It takes 13 steps. Pretty cool. Now, I don't exactly transform it like the instructions or this box shows here. I do it a little different so we can actually stand up straight. But anyway, there's the box. So get rid of that. These are the instructions, and the instructions are pretty clear. How everything works and how everything goes. So, pretty smooth. There's that side. And here is the other. If you want to pause and look through it, be my guest. But there you go. And again, I don't care about the Build-A-Figure. So, there are the instructions. So, let's get back to this guy. I will once again lower my camera here. Whoop, there we go. And does come with some accessories, two of which I currently have on the wings there. And this is that Build-A-Figure, and it's not very articulated. It could have had a waist swivel built into there. They didn't bother. I do like the ball joints to go into there, and they're separate, you know. So, feels like a Gundam kit, but except without the nice waist swivel. Again, why couldn't you build a waist swivel into this? I'm not really interested in the Build-A-Figure, so it doesn't bother me that much, but you really should have put, you know, a waist swivel in that Hasbro. Just saying. And it does come with two knives, and they just fit into the wings right there via tab and slots. Now, I have painted these. I've added paint to look like it does on the show and the back of the box. So I added black to them. So, right there. And, of course, they are identical. So, you know, there you go. And he can hold them via the ports in his hands, which I'll show you in his robot mode. There are the hands anyway. And, once again, they can store just like so. You take that tab that is right there, that slot right there, and these slots right there, and you just fit it in. You fit it in from the back first. You fit it in this way, because the tab and slot is at an angle. So you fit it in this way, and then put that in there, and that's how you secure that. So on each wing, we'll get rid of those for now, set them off to the side. And yeah, I like this guy. I do like this guy a lot. I shouldn't say this guy, this bot. I like this bot a lot. he's cool. And here he is. We'll start him off in his owl mode, and he's got some nice green eyes. We'll zoom in on that head sculpt. There you go. One eye appears to be bigger. Maybe a mispaint, I'm not sure. But it looks to be that... Is it molded that way? Yeah, it is. It's molded that way. So one eye is larger than the other. It's actually molded that way. Huh. Curious. Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, one eye is, like, more open than the other. It's actually molded that way. Cool. I thought it was just paint. No, it's molded that way. Anyway, he's got this silver, or this green metallic, like, color going on here. I really appreciate that. Colors going on here. I like the way he transforms. Pretty cool. I dig it. Now, I have these scattered out so he can sit level, because if you put them like they're supposed to be, like that, he doesn't sit level. You see that? He doesn't. Yeah. So, you know, what I do is I spread these out, and then he can sit level without, you know, any wobble. Really, the articulation going on here is his head does swivel all the way around, so that's pretty cool. These wings are really cool. You got nice movement going on here. You can fold them either which way. This way would be preferred. You have a ball joint right there and a joint right there, so you can get a lot of... If you hold this, there you go. You can get that range of movement going on here, so you can see the difference right there. So, you know, you do have options when it comes to displaying the wings. That's pretty cool. Ooh, went the wrong way. There we go. So, yeah, I like these. I like the way they designed these wings a lot. Now, they are separate. When it comes out of the box, these are separate accessories that you have to plug in. And the way it plugs in is sort of at an odd angle. There's a peg right here and a port inside the wings here. You can see that peg right there. Boom, there you can see it right there. That's a peg, and the port runs all the way through. And you tab it in like this, fold it down, and then you've got a peg and a port right here that you also got to hit. Now these are that you've also got to put in. As you can see right there, I just, you know, there's some flexibility to the plastic here, so it's good that is, because if it was any stiffer, you'd probably break something. So once you set that on the port and peg there, you'll tab it into there, and that secures them fairly well. So I'm fairly happy with it. There is the back of the owl. Again, I display these, you know, out like that. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. I dig it. I dig it. Fairly easy to transform. You know, I don't normally do transformations here on the channel, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. Go ahead, untab the legs back here. Each one will have a tab and a slot. Just go ahead and pull those out. You can see that tab, and there's the slots right there. Go ahead and fold those legs out right now. Get them out of the way. There you go. I'm going to turn those around, flip out the heel spurs, fold the feet forward, and there are his legs. And hey, look, it's all done. No, it's not all done. Go ahead and flip these forward as much as you can. Fold these wings a little back, because then what you're going to do is, because you have to have clearance to fold this back, and in that channel there, that part is going to rest in. So go ahead and untab from right there. You can see a tab and a slot. Go ahead and untab that. Boom, just like so. Fold these arms back. Make sure they sit all the way in that channel. Go ahead and put those arms the way you want. Fold that waist up, because normally it sits like that. So fold that waist up. Then what you're going to do is flip this around so that owl head is facing, make sure the owl head is facing backwards, and it will fit into that channel there just by rotating it. And there we have him in his robot mode, and he's pretty cool. Or I should say, there it is. Pronouns, not really important. Anyway, well, it is important. I'm not going to get into it. It is important to a lot of people, and some people it's not important to. For the purposes of this review, I'm just going to refer however I refer to it. Please don't be offended. I'm not here to offend anybody. But yeah, he's pretty cool. I dig it. I like the colors going on here. These feet should be sort of this color going on right here. But overall, like, he doesn't have this like yellowish green stripe on the show, so I actually like that though. It sets it apart, adds a bit more color to it. Let's take a look at that head sculpt, and because it's pretty cool. I dig it. Got like a bit big bat wings or bat ears, even though it's an owl. So pretty cool. Nice eyes, very well painted there. Going on, there's a yellowish green, silver face. I dig that. Does rotate around, so you get some, you know, tiny bit up, yeah, tiny bit down, but you get the rotation, which is fine. Zoom out again. I like it. The wings have the same articulation as they did before, so you know, you can get him various poses with the wings however you would like. You can also remove them, so like on the show, he doesn't have that. He doesn't have them on the show. And because that's a ball joint, you can go ahead and pop those right off. Boom, easy enough, and there he does. He looks just like he does from the show. So easy peasy lemon squeezy. So there, now he looks more like, you know, he does on the show. And these you could set aside somewhere, or you can pop them right back on. It's entirely up to you. So, you know, hey, there you go. And did I get it right? I want to make sure I get it on the right side. Because they look alike. But this part should be on the outside, so this is obviously the right side. Obviously the right side. Boom, there. This is obviously the left. Get it on there. There we go. So, yeah. Pretty cool. I dig it. I dig it a lot. And, you know, like I said, you have a lot of play there. I imagine these will be fairly loose. I've heard people complain about some looseness on these. But it's pretty cool. Back to articulation. No waist swivel, disappointing, but I can understand. They could have used a ball joint here instead. They could have used a ball and channel right there and had the same thing going on, which would have included a waist swivel. So, you know, just a bit of a change there, and it would have improved. Anyway, so arms will go out that far. They would go all the way around. If you remove these, you know, it would go all the way around. Pretty much, you still have that ball joint to deal with. Got a bicep. Elbow is at 90 degrees, so, you know, it's there. So, yeah. Does it have a swivel? Yep. I thought there was a swivel there at the base of the elbow, but I guess not. So, same thing on the other side. Legs don't spread out that far. Look at that. That's as far as it'll go. So, I mean, it's fairly limited, but you do have a nice kick forward, nice kick back, and a very deep range on the knee. Very deep range. You also have a swivel going on right above the knee. For the feet, you got no up, really. You got a lot of down, which is cool. You got the heel spur, which moves up and down, and you have a nice deep, on a hinge right here, nice deep rocker. So, all in all, pretty good. Pretty good toy. I really love the colors here and what's going on with his bot. It's cool. There he is from the back. So, pretty clean. He's got eyes on the back of his head. Bad pun, I know. Anyway, pretty clean. Sure, some people might complain that, you know, there might have been a panel or something they could have used, you know, right there. They fold in to cover that up. But, you know, hey, still pretty cool. All in all, I really dig this guy. And these should really have been up. But that's okay. I think you can actually remove those for a cleaner bot mode. Doesn't look like it's pinned. Or maybe it is. Don't know. Yeah, I don't think it's pinned, so you could probably remove those for a cleaner bot mode if you just want to display them in bot mode without the wings. So, you know, and the extra kibble, you could probably get a really clean bot mode out of that. But he's pretty cool, and it is pretty cool. Whatever. It's just back heavy with those wings like that. So, I mean, I dig this guy. I dig this guy. Quick comparison. Let's set him over here. Here he is with a deluxe Ironhide. So let me raise that camera a bit. There we go. So, you know, it's a shorter deluxe, Bumblebee-ish size, I guess, you know. So that's okay. That's okay. I think he's fitting, and the price point is low on these guys. So for the price you're paying, I think he's worth it. I do. I think he's worth it. It's a unique character. I love unique characters. Well, most of the time, not all the time. I love unique characters, you know. And so I think he's worth picking up. If you spot him and you don't already own him, pick him up. By the way, once again, as you saw, you can stick his accessories in here however you want, you know, and you can, you know, swoosh those around. No other real ports to stick anything into unless you want to put them back on the wings, which is good storage altogether. Unless, you know, you remove those wings, then all you got is you know, knives there. But still, all in all, a really cool toy, and I'm really happy to have picked it up. You know, once again, thanks to Dennis. You know, I would have never picked this guy up, but you know, after watching his review and how much he loved this bot, I dig it. I dig it a lot. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Make sure you check out my playlist. Please click that like button. It really helps my channel grow. And subscribe if you've not already. There is a Patreon link in the description below if you feel like it and have the means to do so, helping out the channel. Please, you know, join my Patreon. Look, I don't post a lot to it, you know. I post images and preview thumbs of what is coming up mostly. I haven't really figured out what to do with the Patreon, I'll be quite honest yet. So, you know, hey, above all that, be good to each other. Go buy this.